Hello my dear students, Neeraj again with my next video of exercise 4.3 question number 6. Now what is given in the question? If the work done by a body on application of a constant force is directly proportional to the distance travelled by the body, express this in the form of an equation in two variables and draw the graph of the same by taking the constant force as 5 units. Also read from the graph the work done when the distance travelled by the body is 2 units and 0 unit. So I am going to firstly underline some things. Firstly, work done is given. I'm going to underline it. By a body on an application of constant force is directly proportional to the distance travelled by the body, and the constant force has 5 units. Now the main things are that they are talking about the what are the variables. They are talking about the distance travelled and the work done. So I'm going to take it as let the distance travelled by the body is x and the work done by the body as y. Now according to the question, work done is directly proportional to the distance travelled by the body. So what is the work done we have taken here? I have assumed it as y is directly proportional to x. Now we have done in my previous classes in the 8th and the 7th inverse and direct proportions. So when we remove this sign of proportionality, y is equals to, it will become is equals to k into x. K is induced in that, and that k is the constant of proportionality. K is a constant. So in the question, that the value of that constant is given as 5 units. So I will put k equals to 5 in this equation, and I am getting y is equals to 5x. Now I am going to draw the graph for that, and then I will read the values for 2 unit and 0 unit from the graph. So y equal to 5x. Now you can check here. One variable is on one side, the other variable on the other side. There is no need to again filter the equation. So I will substitute the value of x, and corresponding value of y will come by itself. So firstly I am going to put x equal to 0. Y will become y equals to 5 into 0. It will be 0. X equals to 1. Y equals to 5 into 1 equals to 5. X equal to minus 1. Y equals to 5 into minus 1 equals to minus 5. X equals to 2, y equals to 5 into 2 equals to 10. You can take any number of values, and now I am going to draw a table for my convenience, x and y. So here x is given as 0, y comes 0, x is given as 1, y comes 5, x is given as minus 1, y comes minus 5, and x is given as 2, y comes as 10. Now I am going to draw the graph for these values. Now you can check here, this is the graph, and how will I draw that? This is my graph paper, and firstly I am going to draw y-axis. If I am taking the difference of you, now you can check the values here. This is 1 minus 1 2 and 5 minus 5 10. It means I need 10 columns upside and 5 columns downside. So I'm going to count it 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So I'm going to take the x-axis here. According to the convenience, you can take, firstly check the values, otherwise you have to make a graph again and again for the dat values. So I'm going to take the distance as 1 1. So this is my x-axis. Firstly write it. This is my origin, this is my y-axis, this is negative x, and this is negative y. So at the distance of 1 2, it will be 3, it will be 4 and 5 and 6 7 8. Mark it very properly. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, and so on. And here you can draw 1 2, it will be 3 4 because the major values are there, 5 6 7, 8, because I need 9, 10, 11. Similarly here it will be minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7, minus 8, minus 7, minus, to complete the graph, minus 10 and minus 11. So I'm going to put the values of the from the table to the in the graph. So my first value is 0, 0. 0 is this point, origin we can say. So then 1, 1, 5. Take the 1 here on the x-axis and 5 will be there. This value will be, put a dot and circle it and write the values 1, 5. After that minus 1, minus 5, minus 1, and this is minus 5. Put a dot, minus 5, and next is 2, 10. From 2 to 10. This point will be there, 2, 10. Now you are getting these values. Now join all the values, join all the points, join all the points. It will be like that. You are getting a straight line. So this is the graph of for my this equation, y is equals to 5x. Now what they are saying, also read from the graph the work done when the distance traveled by the body is 2 units. Now I want to read from the graph when the distance traveled by the body. We have taken distance as x and work done as y. So on the x-axis this is the distance. When the distance is 2 units, what is the value of y? That is 10 units. So I am going to write it here. When from the graph it can be observed that we are going to write it here. From the graph it can be observed that the value of y corresponding to x equals to 2 is 10. And you can check the other second point was find the value when the 0 unit. At the 0 unit the value of y is 0. You can check this part. X is 0, y is also 0, and when x is 0, y is also 0. So the corresponding values I have read from the graph. So it means work done by the body is 10 unit when the distance traveled is 2 unit, and work done by the body is 0 when the distance traveled is 0. So at last you can write work done by the body is 10 units when the distance traveled is 2 units, and same for 0 and 0. Work done by the body is 0 means no work done when no distance traveled. When the distance traveled is 0 unit. So this was my question number 6 of exercise 4.3. Now in my next video I will discuss the next questions. So wait for my next video. Thank you very much.